Morning, children. Hope you people are doing well. Today, we are going to start with the Dear Departed Part 2. In Part 1, we have seen that the author tries to bring out the qualities of the two daughters called Mrs. Slater and Mrs. Jordan towards their father. He tries to show how the sisters are interested in the property of their father rather than to show true care and affection towards their father. In part 1, we have seen that one day Abel Merriweather went to pay his premium. It was a hot sunny day. When he returned, he was very tired, so he went straight away upstairs and slept. As he slept for a long time, his daughter Amelia presumed that he is dead, and immediately she informs to her sister Elizabeth. Elizabeth in no time comes to her house for the property share. And when Elizabeth comes to Amelia's house, she did not care to go upstairs, but they preferred to have tea and settle down to make a list of all the father's belongings. Just then, Victoria, very scared, comes running from upstairs and informs them that Abel Merriweather is alive and he is coming down. The door opens and grandfather Abel Merriweather comes in. They cannot believe their eyes. He comes forward to shake hands with his son-in-law. Ben skips smartly and retreats with Mrs. Jordan to a safe distance below sofa. Mrs. Slater approaches Abel gingerly. Mrs. Slater got scared and she pokes him with her hand to see if he is solid. Abel scolds Mrs. Slater for her foolish behavior. Abel reveals that he is well enough but has a bit of headache. Then Abel asks for his new slippers. When he observes Henry wearing his slippers, Mrs. Slater snatches them from Henry and gives them to Abel, who puts them on and sits in the armchair. Victoria runs across to Abel and sits on the floor at his feet. Victoria says that she is very glad to see Abel alive. Mrs. Slater, in a harsh manner, asks Victoria to hold her tongue. Abel Merriweather observes that everyone was in black mourning dresses, and he asks them why they were in the mourning. Mrs. Slater invents an excuse and tells that Ben's brother has died and they were going to his funeral. Abel felt sorry to hear this and asked his brother's name. Everyone was confused and they don't know what to say. Mrs. Slater, Mrs. Jordan and Ben moved in different directions, prompting different names. Mrs. Slater said Frederick, Mrs. Jordan said Albert, Ben said Isaac. Then Abel asked where Isaac died. Ben said in Australia. When Abel sees the tea ready, he says perhaps they have been waiting for him. Then he tells them to settle down and have tea. Mrs. Slater started making tea. Abel suggests that they all should be jolly. Then he notices his bureau that in that room. He asks Mrs. Slater and Henry what they have been doing with his bureau. Henry and Mrs. Slater were speechless. They understood that Abel has noticed their pinching the bureau. Mrs. Jordan asked her father about which bureau he was talking. Then she points to the bureau lying in the hall. At the same time, he hears a clock striking 6. He looks at it and questions them why it is there. Mrs. Jordan explains to him all what happened. Elizabeth blames her sister of robbing their father. Mrs. Slater asks her not to talk any more. Abel was very much confused. He was not able to understand. He starts grumbling. So children, today we will stop here and will continue in our next class. Till then, take down the assignment. How does the quarrel between the old man's daughter leads to discovering the truth? What did Abel recollect? Till then, stay home, stay safe. Thank you.